Hello? Hello? Hello?
Welcome back to Master the Fun, and today we're in Pipeflare.io. It's a website that offers games presented by developers. If you're a game developer, you can present games on this site. They may or may not put it up. I don't know what the criteria is for that. But our objective today is to show you tips on getting Pipeflare tokens, or 1FLR, as it's listed in exchanges, and it's on the Matic network. They also offer some ZEC coin or Zcash coins if you get high enough, at least in this game. If you get in the top 300, they'll give you some satoshi. It's like a cent or something. It's not much. But our objective here is some Pipeflare tips, how to get it faster. So our first tip is, there's a spin where you get some free hearts. Don't use it unless you have 0 hearts, because they will not exceed 3. 3 is the max hearts you can get. So, you don't want to waste it once if you still have 2 or 3 hearts, or even 1. Another tip is, since you add balls or pellets as you hit them every round, as you can see there, I'm collecting pellets, and you get more and more to shoot out. You're wasting your time. If you're over 50, 60, 70, 100, it'll take forever for the pellets to get back, and your objective is to hit the yellow bricks, which will get you in the top 300 ranking, or the purple, which is the full flare tokens. That's our objective, to get rows, not to get high score. The score is meaningless. These yellow bricks are worth 1 point each, so you want to hit the yellow bricks. Getting high level bricks doesn't mean anything. So we want to just keep advancing. We want to keep those rows coming. So after you get to 50 or 60, don't worry about trying to win. Just, make sure you use your rocket there on the bottom right side, the little rocket. That'll clear a column. So you can knock out an entire column no matter what's there. And you want to save that until right before you die, and I'll tell you why in a moment. You can collect the balls if they're zigzagging too much by that left round. As you can see there, it appears during play. That'll collect the balls if they're zigzagging too much. So that's another tip. So what gets a little bit complicated is the flare tokens. This is very similar to breakout, by the way, from the old Atari days. The purple flare tokens, they tend to come out in groups, I've noticed. So if one comes out, not always, but they tend to come out in the subsequent rows as you play. Not necessarily, sometimes maybe they'll skip a row or two, but I notice you don't want to restart your game. Let's say you're at 50 and you find a purple. I will continue one more row, or let's say I'll sacrifice a heart to see what else comes out, because sometimes they often tend to come out in, let's say, in clumps, row per row. Sometimes you get 1, then you get 2, etc. So as you can see here, the bottom row is getting close to crushing me. So when you have this situation where that brick there, well, I just knocked it out, so to save myself, and a lot of zigzag is helpful here. The top 3 rows will be preserved if you lose a heart. So as you can see there, we're at row 40, 39, and 38. Those 3 rows will preserve in the next heart if I don't save myself. Here I did again. I'll show you when a purple comes out what'll happen when a purple comes out, to show you how to preserve those purples, and don't think, oh, I'm out of hearts, I'll just have to start all over again. No. Every heart, you get a new heart every 10 minutes during gameplay, and there's the purple right there, number 4 in row 43. So we have 2 hearts, we're okay. We don't need to use the rocket because I can save myself. I got 41 pellets, and the bottom brick there's only, what is that, a 13? So I can easily take that out. The purple is in row 2. Even if I die, it'll be in row 3. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 more row, because I want to get that yellow purple there, because that's another point. So I'm going to save myself for this row. I'll knock out that gray brick, and the 43 will move down 1 into the 3rd from the top. That row will preserve if I lose a heart. So when I continue the game, when I said, because you'll have a choice to restart the game or continue, we'll continue, And then there it is. Now it's in the third row, and that's the last row that'll preserve in the next heart. So I want to get that 4, that gold brick, because that's worth a point. I'm not quite in the top 300 yet. It's pretty easy if you're pretty consistently playing, you know, during the week. All right, so here we go. Use a heart, definitely. Or restart. That will do some other time. But right now we want to get that purple. And there it is. See? It's in the 4th row. But everything below the 4th row will disappear. So if it's in the 4th row, that's it. It's gone. You'll have to use your rocket. Your rocket column destroyer. So now we can easily take out that 43 brick, even though we only have 41 pellets. I'm not interested in, again, not interested in winning. I just want to get that brick. So, and I'm already high enough level where I wouldn't mind restarting anyway, even though I have another heart. So we can easily get that brick here. And this time, more purples did not come out. So for this example, we didn't see purples clump up in the subsequent rows. Oh, sorry about that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out as many golds bricks as I can, which that was very successful. So now I'm really happy about not continuing anymore. We got that done, and if this destroys enough bricks, we could actually keep going. So like I said, you don't want to wait for the pellets to zigzag enough. It'll, you know, waste and gets boring. So just hit the ball collector there on the bottom right there. Boom, see, and it collects it really fast without you having to wait for every single pellet to drop to the base level. So we're just going to continue to get those purples there. And I'll hit the collection if I did, guess I did. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to go for the top instead of the bottom to try to cut, let's see, get some chaos happening up there and destroy a lot of bricks. So, and with practice you get a little better at it with the angles and stuff. So I'm playing full screen now. I usually don't. You can play in the smaller window. And you could also shut off the sound because, yeah, it can get annoying listening to the pellets, especially when you're up to 100 and listening to 100 pellets break all the bricks. So that we can easily save. But I'm going to use the rocket here. And just to show you what it's like there, because I know I can beat these bottom ones here. Because I'm not interested in keeping this going too long now. So that about sums it up. Slap a like on the video, below the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate everyone stopping by. If you like these, this is a bit different for me for what I usually cover. I usually cover, you know, regular games, MMOs, different stuff like that, songs, and etc. from games. But if you like this cryptocurrency game stuff and tips for how to get coins better from other games, there's a couple other games I've been looking at as well. Slap a like, leave a comment, you know, or if you even have a suggestion of other free games that are being offered in the cryptocurrency world, let me know, and I'll check it out. Oh, we got a bunch now. As you can see there, we got a bunch of purples coming out now. So, but I've already used my rocket, so I'm kind of screwed now as far as getting those, because it gets really messy here. I'm at 58 pellets, and there's a lot of mess here happening between 61 and 64. Because I don't have any bricks to lose a heart, I'm going to lose those bricks at 63, at level 63. So the 64 will preserve if I use that heart. So I'm going to try not to break those bottom bricks because I want to get them. I want to get to the 64 level. I will try to knock out the 63s, of course, but from experience, at least I don't see that happening where I can knock them all out easy enough to get those 3. So I'm gonna let that crush me, and I'll take out that 1 and try to take out the 34 with a let's say a bang play, angle play. There I did. So great. I'll use my heart. I actually have another heart there appeared. So I'll take those out and get some nice flare tokens. So it adds up, I'm telling you. So, thank you for joining me. Stay free, question everything, and as always, have fun. Cheers.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, baby.